Are there any tips you can give aspiring engineers when it comes to getting great performances out of singers?
Ooh, yeah. One, you're gonna have to learn how to be a people person if you're not. And don't get me wrong, I hate people a lot. I think about them like on Terminator 2 and everyone's just burning up. Like I think about that probably 8 times a day. No, but for some reason when I deal with them, I can usually do pretty well. The singers, I mean, we have different views on this, but I think singers as a whole, as an entity, kind of like labeling the blacks. Uh-oh. Who can't do that? That was crazy. No, just kidding, black people. I've recorded over 2 rap songs in my career. Anyway, is that a stereotype? Assuming all black people are doing rap. Damn. Anyway, back to the singer business. I think singers are out of their freaking mind. You can tell drummers usually by talking to them. You can tell guitar players usually by talking to them. These little stereotypes hold up more than they should in 2012, where we're all politically correct. Singers are freaking crazy, and so I look at their personalities being very delicate. I think for them, unless you deal with someone who just knows they're a monster, like I've sang on Springsteen records or I don't know what. Those people, they just come in and go, ah! And they say harmonize in fifths, and they go, whoa! And then in thirds, and they whatever. Was that accurate tonally?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty close.
Perfect. Right on.
Unless you're dealing with those kinds of people, your average local singer kind of halfway knows that they're not like a full-blown mega real deal sometimes. And even if they are really talented, the big one, my favorite thing I do with any singer, especially when I first meet them, is I insult them right off the bat. I want them, and it's kind of for fun, and I usually like to make fun of meaningless, trivial things like shoes, clothing, their freaking name, where they live. I don't know, just something that shows that I'm not afraid to let them know that when something sucks. And I'm usually pretty brutal. Like, I'd rather get like murdered and go through the baton march, or something, wear like those pants, something like that. And that's just building rapport, I guess, with them. But also, I think a big one is once you've established that you will be honest with them, is whenever they do anything good, you always pow, and you cannot be a stagnant person. You can tell by the way I'm talking. Like, you will not be a stagnant. You have to be that way in the room too. People will feed off of whatever your energies are, and so if you're kind of unsure and kind of and passive and then don't let them guess on what you're thinking. That's terrible. But also be honest. But the thing is you don't ever have to really critique a bad performance and say, that was bad. In fact, I never, ever do it. I'm big on that whole concept of don't think of an elephant. Don't think of an elephant, and the first thing you think of is an elephant, when you hear it. So instead, I don't really focus on the problems at all. And I always view when people talk about, like some singers, like, am I flat? Am I flat? And I'm like, well, if you have to ask, then you probably ain't that big a control anyway. Like, I don't think you're one of those magic pitch singers. It's kind of like the airlines when they're like, we're leaving at 7:13. No, you're not. You don't know that crap. Anyway, that's a little side rant I always started thinking about. But no, but anyway, so I'm big on just focusing on what, just do it again. Hit it again. Hit it again. And I love that part. Hit it again. And that usually works pretty well. A combination of them knowing that you'll be honest with them, building up that trust. When you hear something you don't like, just ask them to do it again. And when you hear something freaking awesome, say, that was freaking awesome!